evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 minutes past the hour here on 91.9 FM, WLJS Jacksonville. It is such a pleasure to be back here with you all in the studio on this Friday, January the 27th, 2012. I thank you all so much for all the emails and comments and messages that you all have been sending to me and to the show, the entire staff in general, for y'all's support last week on our season 2 premiere. What will probably go down in history as the most controversial show in the history of Late Night with Ed Moore III. I thank you all so much, and everything that you all do. You know, you are the rock of this show, and nothing else matters. Once I know that I can go to bed every Friday night knowing that we've been able to help somebody, we've been able to impact somebody, we've been able to inspire and empower somebody, then I know that I am in the right place and that I am doing what my life has been called to do. Thank you very much to my audience and to everyone out there. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to be talking about men in radio. What about men in radio, you say? Well, there have been some of the most talked about and probably some of the basically the pioneers of men in the radio entertainment and media and entertainment industry. Steve Harvey, Michael Bates, and Don Imus. Who else? Rush Limbaugh, you name it. Howard Stern, you name it. These have been some of the men who have come into this country and have just blown the world of radio for men away. It's just blown it to where men like me can have the opportunity of coming into a studio and being able to share my gifts, to be able to share my talents, and be able to come what it is that I have been called on this earth to do. I have some guests here with me here in the studio who are going to help me discuss on this topic. Two of them are broadcasters here at WLJS. One of them, his show actually comes on before mine. It's called Roads to Riches. His name is Mr. Cortez Etchison. Hello, Mr. Etchison. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Good to see you. Good to have you here. He is also a broadcaster here at WLJS. His name is Mr. Nur Chennett. How you doing, Mr. Chennett?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing wonderful. And he is quite the celebrity, quite the superstar here at WLJS. He's been on my show. He's made 2 appearances on my show. He came on here, I believe it was back in November, to talk about music and its effect on the mind. He also was here during the Late Night with Ed Moore III season 1 finale back on December the 2nd. And now he is back again on season 2, episode number 14, to discuss men in radio. Hello to Mr. Samuel E. Pugh, and welcome back to the show and WLJS.
What's good, Ed, man? Thank you for having me back.
Oh no, thank you for coming back. It's been more than a pleasure, Sam, having you on this show. And I told Sam that I wanted to invite him here tonight, that although he's not a broadcaster here at the studio, he certainly had enough experience in the world of radio, being a guest on this show numerous times, to kind of basically put in his 2 cents. And being also you're a communications major, is that correct? He is a communications major, so him and I both are trying to study the world of media and entertainment and all of that jazz. So, fellas, men of radio. So let me ask you something. What are some of you all's inspirations? Cortez, being a member of this staff here at WLJS, who is, by the way, the name of his show is called Roads to Riches. It comes on every Friday night from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every Friday night. And so, Cortez, could you just tell the listening audience, who is your inspiration as far as this world of radio media, and radio entertainment? Whose face sets inside your mind when you come and sit in this studio every Friday night?
I say who my inspiration is mostly, I think it would be Greg Street. The
It was
reason
who?
that Greg Street,
Okay.
B103.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason I say that because as he go on, you can tell every show, every night that he does his show, he has a lot of inspiration in his, in his show that make me that thing I can get to another level.
Mm-hmm.
So as I do my show, I can just think about that and I retaliate on that also.
Mm-hmm.
So and I just build on top of that. So that's why every time I come in the station, I get better every time, every week. So that's why I use that to my best advantage. I just keep pushing forward by that.
What about you, Nur? Who's your inspiration being a broadcaster here at the station? Who do you see? Whose face sets upon in your head when you come to the studio every day when you work?
For me, it would be like Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just one of the people that I know from radio. Just growing up, I've seen him, doing Kings of Comedy, on the Steve Harvey show and everything. But, me coming to the radio station, having a show, it was for the entertainment of people, and that's what I strive to do, try to make people laugh, little by little, and that's what Steve Harvey did, and that's what he's still doing. Yeah.
I do have the pleasure of actually being able to catch Steve Harvey's show every weekday morning. I believe it's from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes, I haven't been able to catch it while I've been here at school just because at that time of the morning I'm doing so many other things. But when I go home for the Christmas holidays and for the breaks and whatnot, I do have a chance to wake up in the morning and hear the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Sam, what about you? Working in this industry of media and communications, who do you see as your inspiration as far as radio is concerned? Given the fact you've visited the studio so many times, I'm sure you've had to have a radio personality to inspire you.
Well, I can't really just say one. I have two though, but the first one had to be Tom Joyner. I listen to him. I like how he professional with everything that he do and everything. He always have a message, and they like to have fun. But me being like a sportsman and everything, I'm listening to Mike and Mike every day in the morning. So when I see, that's what I look at. They like to have fun and everything. That's what that's my inspiration. Because whatever I do, I want to have fun with it too.
What are some of the shows, the radio shows, the national radio shows by male talk show hosts male radio talk show hosts that you all listen to on a daily or semi-daily basis, just to name a few?
Well, for me, I guess it'd be back to Mike Goldberg, and I can't think of the other Mike last name, but it's Mike.
Is his real name Michael, or is it just Mike?
Michael Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. But
Okay.
I listen to them though every morning though. They talk about every sport, so not like they're just gonna be focused on one thing each day. And sometimes they'll go into other things of life, like the passion in it. I know they were just talking about Paterno's passion not too long ago. I know that's sports, but it's also like life too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's more than sports when somebody passed away and everything. So like how they handle that situation and everything. But those are people who I listen to though. People like Skip Bayless also.
What about you, Cortez? Whose show do you listen to on a regular basis?
I would say Frank Ski and Wonder, because what they talk about real life situations, and they based it upon what they have done or what they've been through. And I can relate to them so much because what they've been talking about, and what other people talking about, I probably have been going through that, or I know someone that has been, going through the same situation. So yeah, I would say them, yeah, because I listen to them almost every morning. Yeah, so
What about you, Nur? What male radio talk show host do you listen to on a regular basis?
Well, when I used to drive to school, when I was a senior, me and my brother would listen to the Bird Show on Q100, and we have in Georgia. And I'm a person who likes to keep current events and everything. And the Bird Show, through as music, entertainment, and everything, he just brought it fresh. He might not have a deep impact, but it's something that I did listen to and I did rely on to keep me informed of the news and everything. Just there.
Yeah, and also Frank Ski and Wonder, they are females, at that. So they're not males, they're females. So that should tell you a lot too. That
Is that someone in a local market or
that's
is
in
it-
Georgia.
It's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's
okay.
in Georgia. It's a radio
Okay.
station in Georgia.
Okay.
They come on early in the morning around like it probably start at 6 or 7. I would say 7 o'clock. Yeah, because I started listening to it around like 8 o'clock. So yeah, be Frank Ski and Wonder.
Now that we're sitting here talking about men in radio, some of the, like I said, some of the nationally known male radio talk show hosts, Bill Cunningham, Dave Ramsey, Larry Glick, Philip Adams, Steve Cannon, Steve Harvey, Tom Joyner, Adam Carolla, Michael Bateson, Howard Cosell, Howard Stern, and Don Imus. Wow.
Yeah, some big names.
Those are some pretty big names.
yeah.
Those are some very huge names. Like I said, some of the pioneers as far as the male radio world
Yeah.
is concerned. As men in working in the field of radio, Cortez and Nur, how do you all feel about the style of which you go about being on the radio? You know, every talk show host, I don't care who it is, has their own
Yeah,
style, their
yeah.
own way of
Something
doing
they do
things.
different.
Something they do different.
Yeah.
They say things different. They come across different. Some are more reserved in expressing their opinions. Some love to express their opinions.
Yeah.
How did the two of you go about in the different styles of which you all work